Hey guys, how we doing today?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
The Americans. So we've had a couple interesting episodes back to back,
Yeah.
especially with the kids. Henry this time.
Yeah. The kids are kind of. I mean, it seems like you have teenagers.
Yeah.
You have this like teen drama mixed in there too,
Yeah,
where the kids are kind of breaking away from their parents, as teenagers will do,
sure.
and it's very much complicated by the fact that you have largely two absentee parents
Yeah, they really are absent.
and completely dishonest parents to them too. There's going to be blowback,
And
from
that's the
that.
big issue with
Right.
with Paige, especially, is the fact that they're upset that she's been like lying to
Mhm.
them. And it's kind of ironic. And you're like, well, you
Right.
guys are full blown
You don't even know your parents' names.
Yeah, truly,
Yeah.
And the show's it's kind of like Mad Men like that. We watched Mad Men before we do this episode, so it's a really interesting parallel between the two shows. Obviously, one's way different. However, the family drama is similar. I feel like and
Largely, there's a lot of facade going on.
exactly.
With both, and there's going to be repercussions for the kids. You can only lie to people so much before there's relationship damage.
Exactly.
That's just how it's going to work.
And I've been wondering this whole time, this season specifically, what's going on with Paige, because she's doing the whole church group thing.
Right.
They've kind of moved away from that. Obviously, we highlighted Henry the last few episodes.
Sure.
And with Philip and Elizabeth, I wonder if that's just pointing out to them that, hey, you guys need to keep a closer look at home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it. They're
The
working.
plate's full.
Yeah, the 25 hours a day
It's a full plate.
between leading their fictional professional lives. I mean, they have to go to work all day while working a secret job that's like an on-call 24/7 job at the
Yeah.
same time.
While having separate marriages.
How-
Separate marriage.
How do you even manage to make it to the grocery store?
That's what I'm saying.
Let alone raise two children.
Truly. And I think the whole Martha thing is also going to come ahead as well. I mean, I'm very surprised that she stuck around into season 2,
Right.
darn near the end of season 2. But there's trouble in paradise there too. It's like he's pushing her more.
Yeah,
It's almost like he wants her to break up with him. I don't know. I don't know where they're headed with this. It's been a very slow expositional season in a good way. Lots of pieces are being laid out in front of us, and I wonder what the big finale is going to be.
Well, there's absolutely no way that Philip can sustain this, right?
Yeah.
He can't be the family man in his life, the spy, and the real estate agent, and have a secret marriage on the side. Now, I know what people are saying right now. There are real men in the world who pull that off, who have multiple families, and
Sure.
you hear the stories, and you're like, how did you possibly make that happen?
Yeah.
Well, you sold the lie well enough of why Daddy's never home.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is an unsustainable level for him, especially when we're having issues with Henry and Paige. At some point, it's got to be like, I've got to compartmentalize and focus on less than 45 things at once here to logistically make this work.
And I kind of completely forgot. We moved completely away from the fact that, like, it kind of started off as a murder mystery this season.
It's like the first half of the season. It's still not resolved.
It's not resolved.
In fact, they haven't really readdressed it. We've moved on to the Nicaragua.
We've been on Lyric the last 4 episodes.
Which I think is fascinating. I love it. I love how it's mixed in with real history.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I think that Philip and Elizabeth are going to blow open the whole Iran-Contra scandal.
Sure.
It's great.
It's not unfocused. It just kind of feels like 2 seasons,
right,
in one.
It does.
And it's you know what. If they can pull it off, great. Because we haven't seen the end of it yet. So
sure. I mean, there's
that goes.
I mean, it's realistic, right? There's a lot going on in the world. It's not just one thing. We watch The West Wing. It's like, well, we have 32 issues to deal with today,
exactly,
and they don't all get the same amount of attention that they deserve. And I feel like that's kind of what we're getting from this show here. And we haven't touched on the fact that Stan is out of control now.
Yeah,
he's completely out of pocket.
It's almost hard to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's hard to watch somebody unravel like that.
Because he was such a formidable person.
Yeah.
In the first season,
so laced up. He was like the Boy Scout. Now he's like unhinged.
Now it's like
Charles Bronson or something.
I honestly, if Stan walked in the room and murdered somebody that he thought was in his way, or
he's already turned coat, and he's already given information to the Russians.
Yeah, I don't think Stan is done with illegal killings as an FBI agent. I don't think we've seen close to the end of Stan.
And at this point, I think each season is going to go deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm kind of curious at the end of I think it's like 4 seasons that the show goes. Is it 4 or 5?
Yeah.
I think by the end you're probably going to see a pretty unhinged Stan by the time we get there, who's crossed some real lines. We're kind of like watching a Walter White descent into I was with you for a minute.
Our prediction was in the first season is that we thought in the beginning, we were so naive, that like the show would highlight on his relationship with Philip, right?
Right.
And they do have a great relationship. They have a
lot less this season though than first season.
Exactly. We have that moment where he was in the hotel room with him.
Right.
But I kind of thought it was going to be close. I'm not saying it was going to be Point Break, but I kind of thought it was going to be like maybe Stan has a moral dilemma with Philip where he could bust him down the road, but then decides not to because of their friendship.
And it might still happen that way.
It could, but at this point, I feel like after this whole Nina situation, whenever this gets resolved, I feel like he'll become more ruthless.
I do too, because I don't think there's any scenario, and I could be wrong, of course, where Nina ends up okay at the end of this. I don't see that happening.
Now, we thought she was going to be done in the first season. I can see her making a couple more seasons.
Yeah, I don't foresee an end to her,
Not yet, no.
But her story will wrap up somewhere, and I don't see it being a happy ending for her when it does.
For most of them.
Right. All right, we're going to go jump into this,
guys. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
And if you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we watched or are watching, check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page.
Mm-hmm.
On every show we're watching, including The Americans, we're 4 episodes ahead over on Patreon at least. You'll need to sync and watch along on your own device or streaming service to watch over there. So make sure you're going to be okay with doing that. You're just going to see and hear us. So if you're on YouTube and want to keep going, that's a way to do it. You're also watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive right now.
What is it that you do there at the church?
Okay, so we're not done discussing the church, right?
I think something's... I don't know if it's sinister, but something's going to happen.
Right.
What if it gets loose?
You won't.
What if a hiker comes by and they call the police when we're in the camp?
No one hikes around here.
I like the added tension of that guy could be a problem.
Yeah, that was a hard scene to watch.
Because I thought they were going to kill the poor guy.
Poor guy, yeah.
Sal del camino y tomen una rodilla.
I don't know what their end game here is with exposing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, John Carroll Lynch is back.
I was wondering about that.
I was assuming we'd get him back at some point.
I was kind of going to be surprised if we didn't.
Yeah, me too.
He's a big get.
I think they shot all of his stuff at once because he was probably cost a lot.
Maybe. Yeah, I would imagine so, As far as, I know that they film movies out of order. As far as filming TV shows, they probably film several episodes at a time, It's a good plan.
Yeah.
They can't hear anything. It's dark.
As you were. As the magazine went 30 rounds.
The old school cameras.
Yeah. One thing I definitely don't know is how it actually, this story played out, how it broke, how it became public knowledge.
Sure. Yeah. I meant to watch the video that was shared with us on Iran Contra, and I was busy. Oh. This is a mess. You gotta hurry up.
Yeah. You're killing an awful lot of people doing this.
They're 3 deep.
Yeah, at least.
Go.
Well, I'd be hauling at this point.
Yeah. They didn't even hide the bodies.
I don't know. He may have. We didn't see it for sure, though.
No, sure. Just leave it now. Nothing's weird.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
This guy might die if they get a call. You know what I mean? Forget the one tie the poor guy you left tied up in the woods.
If he's still alive, I mean.
That's true. It's weird that we're showing it,
Yeah. Is he dead?
Looks like he's dead. Well, this whole thing went very poorly. Start to finish, this went poorly.
They should have just shot him then. That's a way worse way to die. Just to freeze to death out there.
Yeah. Die of exposure.
Oh, it'd be horrible. I'd be like, just shoot me.
It sounds like science fiction, but you make planes invisible.
Radar, not physically
not
invisible.
Wonder Woman.
Right, yeah.
We don't know that man.
That he wasn't the key to it. No one person has the key to anything.
Information is spread out through multiple departments.
To keep that from happening. Yeah.
He is probably being tortured right now.
He's not.
He's not. He's eating sandwiches. He's cool.
You think 2 DOD security guards can protect you or anybody else?
He's good.
Yeah, Stan's he's selling some fibs here, though.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm actually agreeing with Elizabeth. They really should have shot that guy.
Yeah.
Now I think he realizes that.
Oh, yeah.
He's got so much blood on his hands.
Yeah.
6 minutes into the episode.
I mean, it's very clear that he's getting really tired of some of the more horrible things he has to do. Yeah.
Not today.
You gotta hide that better, bro. I know it's on your mind, but
Put up the OJ.
that bothers me.
Me too.
Yeah, fruit flies in there. I know it's winter, but still.
So that we might know true contentment. It sounds.
Yeah, he looks so mad.
He's going through it, isn't he?
See all the good her generous donations are doing.
Donations?
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about that.
Like what
Yeah.
donations?
$600?
Wow.
Who told you to do it? The pastor? His wife?
No one.
Stop protecting them.
I'm not protecting anybody. Why do you think I can't make my own decisions?
He's not having the day for this. Yeah.
You started lying to us?
I didn't lie.
Well, you certainly don't seem to know the difference.
Do you?
Ooh.
This is
He's like-
getting ugly.
Not today, sister.
Dad,
Lie.
stop! What are you doing? Stop it!
This book tells you to do that!
Yeah, too far.
Oh, wow.
You respect Jesus, but not us!
I feel like they need like family therapy, but how can
Oh,
you do
yeah.
it when you can't tell the truth?
Yeah. Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
You didn't have a choice, Philip. This is war.
Well, 4 people are dead. Yeah. That's how you rationalize, though.
I know it's
Yeah.
war. This is easier for you.
Yeah. He gets it. He just doesn't want to do it.
He doesn't like killing people. Yeah.
You think it's easy for me? What I do?
Yeah. You can talk yourself into a lot of awful things when it's in the name of a bigger cause.
Sure, absolutely. It's
And whatever the cause is.
not envious of these people. let's put it
Right.
that way.
You give me orders, I'll follow them. But you inherited me. You didn't see something in me.
He's such a big dude.
He is huge, yeah.
Oh, God.
They planted fake plans all over the country and then just waited for us to take one.
The lack of information here. Is
Yeah, it's like everyone's operating on bad information.
Yeah. Bummer episode.
Yeah, right. It is like the sad violin music.
I know.
Is really selling.
Everything is awful.
Right. I feel like we get to a point where Paige is going to just know the truth. Their relationship is so broken.
It's
that
like
Paige
when
is just gonna
when is
know,
that
yeah.
going to come out? Though?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, is she going to be gung ho about it? Is she
Right.
Get up.
Why?
Because I said so.
Kind of curious what our next step is here,
Mhm.
because I wouldn't know what to do in her situation at all.
You woke me up to clean the refrigerator?
Yes. And after that, mop the floors and fold the towels in the basement.
Yeah, this is a little extreme.
Being a grown-up means doing things you don't want to do. All the time. Your father and I never had a childhood. Nothing came easy for us. Ever.
It's true. She doesn't know how, but that's true.
You are so lucky, Paige. Mop and bucket are in the basement.
It's a little brutal, but all right. Just got to push her way farther, though. I mean, it's not going to...
Yeah, but I mean, how much more can you indulge it?
I guess.
mean, it's not easy. That's a tough line they're walking.
It is.
The second my punishment is handed down, I'll release his classified testimony to the press. Now think of what that will mean for you.
I did not predict him
Me neither.
taking this route. Yeah.
You see, my problem is now your problem.
Inside, he's like, crap.
Can't tell which one is buckling here.
Well, the resident sure knows he knows it's true.
Yeah.
So he's just playing it cool.
Right.
They are masters at exploiting weakness. We all have weaknesses.
Yes, you do.
Yes, yes, you do.
I'm going to need you to tell me things, secrets that you might not have told anyone else, because that is where their power lies.
I like that cut to him actually
That's
being there.
a great reveal.
You never really know enough about people, though. So are you going to say that because I'm a loner, I'm more vulnerable?
Stan's got a good sense, though. I wonder if he'll sniff him out. That'd be really sad if that's how this culminates, is they have to kill that guy, John Carroll Lynch.
Get me all the files and physical evidence connected to those murders also.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
I've been going on and on.
You haven't. This is what recovery is all about. No opening up, being honest.
Richie.
She has to be.
But I don't know if it's just her like anonymously going and trying to like get advice from somebody or not.
It is boring. But it's super high security.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. They can connect him to John Carroll Lynch. That's going to be the problem.
That'd be crazy.
Right.
then they would have to take him out.
Yeah.
Imagine him going through this crisis of the soul and then having to kill another person.
Right.
I don't think he'd do it, honestly. I think he'd be like, get lost.
Things you don't know. You don't know. So stop saying that you know.
Is he trying to end it here? Or is he just wanting to take it out on somebody? The fact he's really frustrated.
He's semi-abusive to her. Or has been the last couple episodes.
I mean, his job is to gaslight her.
Yeah, for sure.
I heard something on the recording from Gad's office.
Is he in more trouble?
He's going to be back at work and he's going to turn her against him.
Yeah. Martha's ugly. I'd have to be 10 scotches deep before I touch her.
Yeah, 10 scotches in a bag over her head.
This is so cruel. Of course it's going to work, though.
Oh my God.
I shouldn't have played it.
Oh my God, you're so off. Yeah.
I love every part of you, and if I could, I would go in there and I would...
What a snub.
It's so gross.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I
so
mean,
nasty.
it has to happen.
I know that, but it's just so hard to watch.
Yeah. It feels icky.
Where are you going?
What do
Away.
you think?
Yeah. She's,
With a man
yeah.
I met from Est.
Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen.
I didn't know if that was the case because the tape that was playing in the background.
You're telling me you're going to have an affair? Sandra?
I might. I don't know. At least I'm being honest.
Oh, come on.
Tell me that you're not having an affair.
I mean, I don't feel bad for him, but...
You can't justify it.
Right.
Is that you didn't have any idea anything was going on? You, Mr. Counterintelligence Genius, you just didn't see it?
He's got a lot of blind spots right now.
Yeah.
Who is he?
It doesn't
Sandra?
matter who he is. What are you going to do? Go arrest him?
He might. He might do something worse.
Yeah, you can't trust Stan with this.
No, I'm not going to leave you, Stan, but I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to get the courage to leave me.
Yeah, so the ball's in your court now, buddy.
Yeah, I don't blame her. He didn't deny the fact that he's been having an affair. She knows. It's weird that they're going to, like, stay together.
The things that you should be saying to her right now, yeah, it doesn't feel good, doesn't stand.
I really don't feel bad for
I
him.
don't feel bad for him either. I mean, it sucks that she's doing that, but, I mean...
I feel, selfishly, I feel like it'd be better if she just left him. But I mean, life is life is complicated.
Take the high road, but
Right.
at the same time, that's her right.
No, it is.
Yeah. What's he doing?
Okay, I did not see this
He's
coming.
gonna go vandalize the church?
Or rob it, get the $600 back.
Oh my God. He's gonna kill
Mr.
his dad.
Jennings,
Oh,
can I help you?
it would
Matter
be
of fact,
super
Tim,
weird.
yes, you can.
Is he there to get the money back? He might be just there to get the money back.
I want you to stay away from my daughter.
Oh,
I
dangerous.
can't turn Paige away from the church. Mr. Jennings, it's a sanctuary.
Oh, man.
This kind of reminds me of the first episode with the guy, the barbecue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We never would have accepted it if we thought you didn't approve. I'll write you a check right now if you want.
It's getting threatening.
The best thing you can do for her is find a way to deal with your anger.
Oh, man.
This is going ugly.
Dark side.
There is grace and forgiveness for you.
I'd be like, dude,
You're pushing buttons.
I'd be like, you got it. Like,
I know he
like,
really
you got it.
believes this, but he's pushing buttons here.
Do you believe that?
I do.
It'd be really funny if, like, he converted to
Okay.
Christianity. It'd be really funny if next thing you know, Philip's like, we're going to church. Like, it's not going to happen, but I really thought he was going to get murdered or beat up there.
I
for
thought
a
he was
second.
going to slap around a little.
Yeah.
Oof. I didn't think he would murder him because Philip's already on a, I don't like killing people.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure the thought crossed his mind.
at least that guy just crapped his pants. though.
Yeah.
That guy's got... Oh, man.
Wow.
Man. Okay, this episode was tough.
It's a dark night of the soul for Philip right
oh,
now.
my God, yeah. Yeah.
Making sure this is... Yeah. Long
Does
break,
that.
yeah.
All right. Well, not the cheeriest episode we've seen.
No.
I
I like where this is going, though.
do too. We're finally... What we addressed in the beginning, we're finally getting back to. The murders.
Right.
Stands on it now. And good. Good thing we are. They played the long game with it for sure. I was curious about it. Kind of did forget about it, though, because other storylines they had going this season are
Right.
just as compelling. We finally saw the Nicaraguan...
The training camp.
Yeah, we finally saw that go down, and it was not exciting. It was tense, but it was tragic.
For sure. It was definitely tragic.
And, we know that Philip does not like doing this as much as Elizabeth does. Not to say that she likes doing it, but she's way more gung ho than he is.
Yeah, I think she hates it just as much as him, but I just think that
she's
she rationalizes it more.
Full in on the cause.
Sure.
And we've seen him murder a lot of people in the show. I mean, they've killed a lot of folks, and it's interesting now that wasn't the kid in the beginning of the episode, beginning of the season, that he shot in the face.
Yeah.
It was the poor truck driver that, like, it was his fault. He was like, no, we're not going to kill this guy. We're going to come back for him. And it's like, I don't know if it just accumulated, if it just built up. And because the whole season, there's been a lot of death this season. Yeah. Obviously, we said the kid in the beginning, they're friends, Emmett, Leanne.
Yeah.
And now this. So I do think he's finally reached his breaking point.
Well, he had to kill 3 people at the camp right before he went and found out that guy was dead. It's too much. He's at a breaking point.
Yeah, and even like every moment we've had with him this season, it's been profound. I mean, even the guy they have tied up in the safe house they had, and he was like, "Would your government trade you?" He sees that this is in service of basically nothing.
Sure,
the 160 sailors that died. What did they die for?
Right.
And that's. He's partially responsible for that too, and so it's really interesting that we're getting like this psychological drama out of it now too. And obviously, we have several more seasons to go.
Sure.
What is going to get him over this necessity? Is he going to snap out of it? I don't know.
I don't know if he does get over it.
Yeah.
Just
keeps chugging along.
I mean, I don't know how.
I don't think
I don't know what it looks like
this the rest of the show.
No, but I also don't think he's just going to snap back and be like, "I'm good. I can go kill people now. I'm going to be fine." I think we're going to see a different Philip going forward.
Yeah.
I don't see it going back to the same guy in season 1 who could just kill somebody and move on without thinking about it.
Well, the dynamic's different now.
Yeah, it is.
Even at home.
Right.
Like, how do you come back from tearing up a Bible, throwing it at the wall?
Right, exactly. In front of for your daughter's Bible in front of her.
Yeah.
There's, obviously there's a path forward because the show goes on for several more years.
Sure.
But I don't think it's going to be. I think we're on an arc that's going to keep going. Yeah, exactly. No, that's good writing. I don't think we're going to see the same person at the beginning. And that's how people are, right? Experiences change who you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Philip is. I think Elizabeth's journey is different because, like you mentioned, her dedication to the cause kind of excuses a lot of the bad things that she has to do.
But she's been saying that she wants to have his back more.
Right.
I feel like her pulling Paige out of her room, making her clean the fridge, is kind of her taking his side.
A little bit, yeah.
And that's obviously her opening up. She was working that lady, obviously, from the AA meeting. She was obviously getting information from her. But at the same time, when she does work these people, she puts bits and pieces of her real life in it.
Absolutely.
And her expressing all that, it's kind of her guilt, so to speak. I mean, over everything. I mean, like, I don't think she has to feel guilty over the Gregory situation, but Philip has been loyal to her pretty much since the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the fact that she wants to have his back more on things is going to be really interesting going forward to see if he becomes more ruthless,
right?
And then she becomes more sympathetic towards people in the show.
Sure.
And it's a really interesting dynamic to have the two leads are both spies, and they're kind of two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, well, he's definitely in an existential crisis right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think she is. She may get there.
She's much more empathetic is where she's at right now. She's definitely feeling for him.
Yeah, she's definitely feeling for him, but I think he's having more of a crisis of faith.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. The whole show really
right. So, I mean, we'll see, but like I said, I think we're on good character arcs here. I don't know where Paige is going to be coming out of this. I don't know where Philip's going to be coming out of this.
Or Gad.
Or where Gad's going to be.
Because he confronted Arcady, and it's like...
Yeah, we did. Where Stan's going to be now that his wife has just said we're done.
No Nina this episode.
Yeah, no Nina this episode. So we're definitely heading towards an end of the season here where I expect real changes in the characters.
Yeah.
Profound ones.
Here's why this episode's great. Because I hate using the term setup episode because this is obviously more than that, but it is kind of like it's flushing out a lot of the feelings, a lot of the motivations. The next episode's going to be really, really interesting.
And plot-wise, it's fleshing out a lot. We have our photographs of the camp. We have Stan not only kind of on the stealth thing, but also on the murders.
On John Curlin, she's kind of suspicious of him now.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, we're definitely moving the story forward in a way that we're heading for an exciting resolution at the end of the season with 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next one, guys.
See ya.